Last time we had just defeated the doppelganger, and now we are moving on to the final stage, where we will face off Dracula. But first, we need to get there. Once again, showing off the awful sounds that it has to offer. Get out of here! I'm getting it because I need those hearts. And now, here we go down. And you will get crushed if you touch the top of the screen. No, down! There we go. Usually it's just pure luck when I get in there. What the? Alright, just stay over here. I also like this music much better. Anything with 2 blocks, you know it's cracked. Maybe except these. Now this part could be a little bit glitchy because of all the Medusa heads. This part, I absolutely despise. Okay, thankfully that part's done, and now I have to deal with the bats. Probably the worst enemies in this game. Whoa! The Medusa heads really aren't that bad, but the bats are just awful. Whoa! And I found the only way to deal with this guy right over here is just squat down and keep shooting. 3, 4, 5. There we go, defeated. Let's move on. The first form is the most problematic. And there's also a health power-up right down there if you really need it. Like I would have needed it if I had any of those problems that I previously had. And I'm just here to show off some funny trick as soon as I get out of this stupid loop. I really hate those red skeletons. And shortcut. Haha. Now I don't have to go on the stairs. The only problem is nothing. No problems with me. I don't even have to go on the stairs. The first time I tried pulling off that stunt, I failed. So now we go on these, another one of these things from the clock tower. And now, let's listen to the awesome music as I recharge everything. Now here you can just recharge everything easily because they have more big hearts here. And Dracula is much more involved in this game than he was in the previous games. Although he's much easier in this version. mainly because of his third form. And for this part, I'd recommend maybe... Okay, never mind. This guy loves his teleporting. Now, just jump over the fire. Now, Grant can actually jump over the fire, you just gotta time it just right. At least the first bars. Just like that. But this first form takes a while, and it's really tedious, and I really do not like the form. Definitely the hardest first form of Dracula I've ever faced. Uh-oh, what have I done? I think I just screwed myself over. Come on, get out of here, you stupid fire. Okay, maybe I didn't screw myself over. I'm doing okay. Except more fires appearing, making it a bit difficult. Okay, I think I have an idea of how I should do this. Wow, that was close. This first form is the one that I usually have the most trouble with. And if you're using Grant, like I am, this will take a while. But there we go. And the second form is ridiculously easy. This is where we switch to Ralph, because he has the Holy Water, which can immediately annihilate these guys. The group of heads is actually pretty easy. At least if you're not doing what I'm doing. As long as you can get a pattern down on him, he isn't too bad. In fact, I'd say he's the... Here I think we should switch to Grant, mainly because he's an axe, and he will be able to reach the heads more easily than Ralph will. Look at that. Alright, almost got him. Boom! Second form down, now the third form. This form is definitely one of the easier ones this times around. And if you're using Grant, then you can easily hit him with your axe. But you gotta make sure to hit him in the head, otherwise it'll not hit him. And note that in the castle, that in the US and European versions of this game, the lasers coming out of Dracula are much bigger. And this one, they are much easier to dodge. And if you use the axes, this guy is toast. Or this guy is cake. And yeah, you saw that. I'm just too lazy to delete the clip. Sorry about that. Another one of those occurred. Yeah, I was just too involved in fighting Dracula. That's what I get for doing such bad stuff. So anyway, back to Dracula. However, Dracula does take the same amount of damage away from you that he did in Castlevania 3. But overall, really isn't that bad. And there you have... Yep. Awesome music, right? That's the final boss. And I cannot read the story because it's Japanese, but I may as well listen to the music. The story basically tells about how Ralph defeated Dracula and how Grant would help Trevor rebuild the cities of Warkia Village and such. And then you get the title screen and then the credits. But we may as well listen to all this. This was actually pretty fun to do, but I'm still not done yet, thankfully. There's still some more cool stuff that I have to show about this game, or some features that were unseen. And once again, if you really love the soundtrack, you can go to Grace's page, and there we have the title, Akumajou Densetsu. So Grace does have the complete entire 32-minute soundtrack. Vampire Hunter, Cypher Belnades. It's Belnades, right? Acrobat, Grant Dynasty. And then there's Alucard, also known as Adrian F. Tempes. And there, you have Ralph Belmondo. This was produced by Konami, also known, and this game could also be known as Dracula 3, but I call it Akumajou Densetsu. And starring Ralph Belmondo. It's supposed to be Belmondo, because that's what they're called in Japan. And it's in Fredster, because that's the name that I entered. So yeah, this was a really fun game. I really enjoyed playing it. I hope you enjoyed watching this walkthrough as much as I enjoyed playing it. But I still need to show the alternate paths and everything for the game, and I will be using Alucard for those, so I'm going to be going through the game a second time. Not the entire game, but I will be getting to the parts with Alucard that we did not get to. First I'll just explain along the way. It would just be too complicated for right now. So, see you next time, and stay tuned for part 7. See you, everybody.